And what's happening? I had a little complication with the startup, but y'all already know. Excuse me for my tardiness, but you know where you at. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey man, I appreciate y'all pulling up, stopping by. And you already know, man, them haters, they hate us because they ain't us. They can't fade us, man. We made it. They already know what time it is, man. Let's get this trap around the corner, y'all. What's happening? Let's go. Yeah. Them haters hating on us. Let's go. Yeah. Shout out to Gary Murphy, T Smooth, TV, Jameson Taylor. Let's go. Hey. Let's get it. We in the building. Cause we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, let's get it. Yeah. Let's get it. Yeah. Hey. Landlord is showing how to ball. Let's go. Let's get this trap around the corner, y'all. Hit that like and share button for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get it. Yeah. This year gonna be different. We spinning on y'all this time. Let's get it. Shout out to LaCoria Austin. That's my family right there. Even though she a Niner, you know, it's all good. Y'all finna get this work this time around. That's a promise. That's a promise. Let's go. Hey, let's get it. We lit this morning. Yes, sir. We lit this morning. Let's get this try around the corner, man. Y'all hit that share button for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Yeah. Hey, let's get it. If we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, man, shout out to everybody rocking with the boy in the building, man. Shout out to Jameson Taylor. Shout out to T Smooth. Shout out to Gary Murphy. Shout out to James Simmons. Shout out to Tommy Montoya, Kai 001, Jose, Mark the Shank. Shout out to Samuel Rowe, LaCoria Austin, Hoodlum, Special K, Cajun Cowboy. We in here this morning. Let's get it. Hey, let's get it. These haters don't know what time it is, man. It's not gonna be the same time thing around, you understand? It's not gonna be the same thing that going on this time, you understand? Let's get it, man. How y'all doing this morning? Hopefully we can get this chat box cracking. We in the building, man. Hey, y'all already know it yet. Let's get it. Hey, shout out to Chill Bill in the building. Shout out to Larry Lynch Sr. in the building. We in here. But man, hey, Gina L. Chase said she need her fried bologna sandwich. Hey, I was tripping out there the other day. Hey, you got me with it. Shout out to Gina L. Chase over there on Facebook. Shout out to Chris Wilson over there on Facebook. Shout out to everybody rocking with the boy, man. You already know what time it is. Shout out to Mr. Keena over there on YouTube. Let's get it. Spoonie Dog in the building. Hey, man, you know we got some nefarious names going on in here, man. You know it's some nefarious things going on up in here, man. But look, this one thing I did want y'all to understand, man. The 49ers, just like my sister right there, LaCoria Austin, that's my family, even though she's a Niner, unfortunately. They don't put no respect on our name. They think the Cowboys are still a joke. They think we soft. These boys don't give us the proper respect that we deserve. You know, it is what it is. You got to go take that. And they talking about they got a dude named Debo. You know, his real name Tyshawn. We gonna call him what his mama called him. We gonna call him what his auntie called him by. We don't give him no Debo respect over here on our side of the town in the trap. You understand? We don't do that. We ain't built like that. You ain't taking nothing but an L, Mr. Sir. That's all I'm telling you. But man, let's first start on this side of the football. Let's start on the offensive side of the football. A lot of the things that, you know, that are drastically different compared to what last year was. You know what I'm saying? Last year was last year. This year is this year. And we got a lot of we got a lot of things that was totally different as far as personnel go. Okay, one of the first things I can start off with, on the offensive line, we had Mr. Connor Williams getting holding calls left and right. We ain't got to worry about that no more because we got to upgrade in Connor McGovern. Even though it might not be from a 5 to a 10, it's still an upgrade. We know that Connor McGovern don't have as many holding calls. We are a way better team at penalties altogether. Shout out to my squad. So that's one of the things that's drastically different. We don't have Connor Williams just botching the whole football game this time around. He had about 3-4 holding calls that kind of just put us in bad situations. Dak made big plays in the beginning of the game, and all these holding calls and, pre-snap penalties that held us back. And, they were just hating on the squad, man. It's all good. But this year we trapping, though. This year we trapping, though. So Connor Williams is a big person that's not here no more. So let's get him out the way. Okay, boom. Connor Williams gone. Then I looked at the film on last year's game, and La'el Collins had a rough game as well. La'el Collins was holding people and getting beat real quick and had a lot of pressure on young Ryan Dakota, so we ain't got to worry about that problem no more. That's Mr. Joe Burrow problem over there now. You understand me? That's Burrow concern now. So I appreciate y'all over there, Joe Tranchana and Peter Rizzo for sharing and liking the content on Facebook. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate that in the turnout. I really do. I really do. So, okay, this on the offense. I'm going to do the defense too because I don't think our people understand how drastically different we are. You know what I'm saying? We are nowhere near the same football team. Shout out to Max Fries with the $10 super chat, so I appreciate you. You see, I had to give you that wrench because you showed out. You've been sponsoring the show. We appreciate you over here in the trap. We really do. Thank you, sir. He says, hey, how you doing tonight, Landlord? Go Dallas Cowboys. Can't wait to get this win Sunday. Stop the haters. Keep trapping. You're the best, Landlord. Let's get it. He said, keep trapping. Let's do it. That's exactly what I'm going to do, sir. I'm going to keep on trapping. But look, this is what I wanted to say. Okay, La'el Collins had a bad game. He was chasing people left and right. It just wasn't a good showing for Mr. La'el Collins. And, Connor Williams had a bad showing. I think them two players alone had like 2 holding calls like a piece. So that's a big time upgrade compared to what we had last year. Connor McGovern is a much better player than Connor Williams showed last year. And we have an upgrade at right tackle with Mr. Tyron Smith. Of course, La'el ain't never been better than Tyron Smith at anything in his life. You understand me? So, regardless of what Tyron Smith does, he's an upgrade over there at right tackle. You know what I'm saying? La'el was getting beat left and right. He was coming off an injury, but that was a very big time void in our offensive line last year. So, I say that Tyron Smith is an upgrade over La'el Collins. Now we move on to the wide receiving core. Cedric Wilson was over there dropping easy balls. You understand? It was a desperation throw that Dak Prescott threw, and he tried, it was towards the end of the game. It was a critical 3rd and 16 that for some reason Jerry had the sunroof open. You understand? Shout out to Max Fries with another $2 super chat. He says, thanks for the wrench. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love. We appreciate you too, sir. Thank you. But for some reason, Jerry had the sunroof open and blinded Mr. Cedric Wilson, and he couldn't catch the 3rd and 16 pass from Dak Prescott. Then there was another part where it was a desperation throw, but it was there. And Cedric Wilson alligator armed it and didn't bring the ball in. I feel like we have an upgraded wide receiving core, contrary to popular belief. Think about this. Of course, we don't have Amari Cooper, unfortunately. But shout out to JP, Joe Gomez, Aaron Ball, everybody in the building rocking with me in the trap. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. But think about this. We also don't have Amari Cooper, but CeeDee Lamb has had a far better season than Amari Cooper ever had as a Cowboy. So let's give that man his proper respect. Put some respect on my number 1 name. Amari never had a 1,300-yard year. Go find that year. Go find that year. You know what I'm saying? And y'all had the gall, you know what I'm saying, to doubt my boy, Mr. Cedarian Lamb. And he showed you. You know what I'm saying? He said put some respect on his name. That's exactly what he said, sir. And he showed you why. Why he's like that. He did. So, I know a lot of people look at us like we in a deficit without having Amari Cooper. But I feel like that's a wash. That's just my opinion. I feel like that's a wash. Rather. You know what I'm saying? So I think Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, I think CeeDee Lamb taking over at the number 1 role is a wash in my opinion. Okay. Then you look at Cedric Wilson. He made some young player mistakes in that game, and I think we gotta upgrade with Mr. T.Y. Hilton. Then you think about this, Mr. MG, Mr. Michael Gallup didn't play a down in that game last year. He was hurt. Now we got the services of Michael Gallup, MG13. We got his services this year, and I think it's going to be a big-time upgrade because it was CeeDee Lamb. Then another thing, then it's going to be it for the offense. Our changing philosophy is going to make us better alone because Kellen Moore was trying to be cute with all of these, making everybody equal. There's no ID type of offense. He wasn't featuring his star players, but on the contrary, this year he is. That's why I feel much more confident in this year and these results coming to these 49ers, 40-winers. You understand me? I feel much more confident in this game right here because of that reason alone. Just the change in philosophy makes us a way more powerful football team. Think about this. CeeDee Lamb only got like 1 or 2 targets like going deep into the 4th quarter. That will not happen this time, sir. You can bet your bottom dollar on that one. You can bet your last buck on that one, sir. Shout out to Max Fries with another $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says Tony Pollard is balling out this year too. Let's get him going early. Absolutely. I was finna get to that too, sir. So absolutely. You right about that. Straight up. So look, just the change in philosophy. Tony Pollard had 5 carries last year, y'all. Y'all think that's gonna happen this year? Y'all think it's gonna take a whole 2 quarters to target down Schultz this year? Y'all think they gonna get 14 penalties from this football team this year? I don't think so, sir. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? They need to get that up because that won't happen this year. It's a lot of differences. And it's just the offense. You understand me? CeeDee Lamb will get his targets. You heard Dak on his press conference. He said, I don't think it'll be a problem with me getting the ball to CeeDee Lamb this year. He said it with a little cockiness and a little arrogance too. So, hey, look out for CeeDee Lamb to be balling. You understand me? And these haters need to understand and know this too. Absolutely. You need to understand this. Listen to this carefully.
But this the year Dakota, Rain, Prescott win us the Super Bowl. It's been too motherfucking long. We are America's team. The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
You're tuning in every Sunday because you know we the greatest. But listen, that offensive strategy alone is going to upgrade this team. Make no mistake about it. Don't let nobody tell you different. And I feel like we can actually run on this football team. I seen other teams run on this team. I seen the Raiders run on this team. I seen Arizona run on this team. I seen a lot of offenses run on this football team. So don't think that these boys are just good grief words, that they ain't really like that now. Shout out to Derek Parrish over there on Facebook. What's happening, bro? We in the trend app. You already know where we at. You already know where we at. Shout out to Big Buzz, Cowboy for life. Let's get it. Yeah, man, that change of philosophy gonna upgrade our game plan tremendously. CeeDee Lamb. Then think about it. Even though we don't have Amari Cooper, Kellen Moore didn't even target the man, so it don't even really matter. Know what I'm saying? Okay, now we got an uptick in CeeDee Lamb production. We got an uptick in Tony Pollard's usage. That's all he needed because he was going to act up anyway. So if you put Tony Pollard, a lot more Tony Pollard, a lot more CeeDee Lamb, just the change in our offensive philosophy is going to upgrade this offense and get a better result. Not targeting Dalton Schultz for 2 quarters. These things will not happen. Getting all these holding penalties, slowing up all of these drives, these things will not happen. And these are a lot of things that was occurring in this game. So I really thought Dak had a bad game to a certain degree last year, but that wasn't really the case. It was the penalties that was messing us up. He did miss a couple of throws, but for the most part, it was the penalties that messed us up big time. It was one point in time we went from a 3rd and 4 to a 3rd and 14 with 2 holding calls back to back. See, that type of stuff won't happen this year. That type of stuff won't happen this year. I'm going to tell you that right now. You ain't going to be living off the zebras this year, sir. Shout out to Max Fries with another $2 super chat. He says, give Tony Pollard over CMC any day. He's a beast. Hey, I think Tony like that too, sir. No lie. I really do. I think Tony like that. He just ain't never got the opportunities. And if you throw the ball to Tony, he'll probably have just as many catches. You know what I'm saying? We match up with this team well, y'all. Believe it or not, we match up with this team well. Then Tony Pollard don't be hurt as much as CMC. You know what I'm saying? He don't even be hurt that much. So, you know, that's an upgrade right there in my opinion. Shout out to B-Bird in the building. Shout out to TA Cowboys in the building. What's happening? I don't know why my YouTube comments won't appear on the screen for some reason. It look like it's only the Facebook comments, but y'all forgive me. But yeah, man, that was the offensive strategy. Like you said, Tony Pollard didn't get number 5 attempts. I'm just doing a quick summary before I move over to the defense. Tony only got 5 carries. We had 14 offensive penalties. We had like 7 pre-snap penalties. YouTube messing up again, y'all? Don't tell me that. Give me a 1 if it's doing decent, man. I thought I was okay today. They hate me out. Let me know, y'all. So, Landlord. Give me a 1 if we still rocking, y'all, because I can't see. Give me a 1 if we still rocking, y'all. Dang, man. I did not want no problems today. Are we good? Okay. Okay, that was the offense. That was the reason why we was going to be better on offense. Okay, now this is the defensive side of the football, y'all. The defensive side of the football, I don't think y'all knew that we had this many differences, y'all. It said it is freezing a little. Dang. I don't want none of that, man. Please don't tell me that. Hopefully we be all right. Hopefully we make it through, y'all. Y'all know I told you I've been battling with this system, man. So hopefully we can make it on through. But, okay, on the defensive side of football, y'all know who we had at defensive tackle last year, y'all? We ran out Tristan Hill over there, and we ran out Neville Gallimore. Now, Neville Gallimore showed that he pretty much couldn't even be a starter this year on this football team. That's how much we upgraded, y'all. You understand me? That's how much we upgraded. So think about this. We took out Tristan Hill and upgraded with Jonathan Hankins. You understand me? That's a big time upgrade. You already know that. That's an upgrade. So we went and traded for Jonathan Hankins from the Raiders. That's an upgrade. Now Quinn Bohanna in year 2 is better. So you put Quinn Bohanna into that groove. Now Neville Gallimore couldn't even make it on the field. Carlos Watkins actually getting more run than Neville Gallimore these days. So it's a big difference from the people that we bringing in. You know what I'm saying? The guys we rolling up with this time are a much better group than the guys we rolled out last year. I'm going to tell you that right now. So we'll be able to withstand it. And that's just the defensive line. It's people that y'all forgot that was playing last year that y'all ain't even remember that they was out there, y'all. Do y'all know that we had, what is his name? Keanu Neal at linebacker, y'all? This is who we rolling out here with. Now we upgraded with Anthony Barr at linebacker, LVE playing outstanding lately, and we got Damone Clark. We got a better linebacking core as well. We had Keanu Neal out there playing linebacker, y'all. And we look at the back end. We had what's his name? DeMonte KZ out there, y'all. Man, get out of here. We had DeMonte KZ out there, y'all. Now tell me, is Malik Hooker in this year too an upgrade over DeMonte KZ? You know what I'm saying? And think about this: Donovan Wilson wasn't even a feature player in this defense, y'all. Dan Quinn didn't realize who Donovan Wilson was, and we seen this man basically had a Pro Bowl year, in my opinion. I feel like he definitely got snubbed. He was one of the better safeties all year, bar none. I don't care what nobody say. We should have signed a petition and walked down there and told them people to put some respect on Dono's name, because that boy been striking all year. I don't even understand how they didn't give him his props this year, just probably because he got that star on his head. I mean, you know how they behave. They only give the people they props that they can't deny, that they can't do nothing with. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to William Anthony over here on YouTube. What's happening with you, bro? What's happening with Pedroski 84? What's happening with you, sir? What's happening, Jay Holyfield? What's going on? Tyshawn, what's happening with you? But yeah, I just told you we had DeMonte KZ at safety. That little bitty dude. Now he was a good rangy safety, but you need to hit against the 49ers. You need this man making tackles. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Matt Fries. He said, enjoying the stream. You're the best, Landlord. I appreciate you in the trap, sir. I really do. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. But like I said, KZ, and you think about the addition of Dono didn't even get no playtime for real, y'all. Dono barely got playtime last year. And now you compare that to what we seen from DeMonte KZ. That's a definitely upgrade, y'all. That's a big time upgrade. If you know the player that Donovan Wilson has became this year, that's a big time upgrade. And another thing, Micah Parsons was coming off of COVID that year too, y'all. Micah Parsons was in and out the football game, dealing with fatigue, dealing with conditioning. Like, that's not going to happen this year, y'all. That's not gonna happen. You might as well wrap that up. You're not gonna get away that easily this time, sir. You're not. You need to get ready for this, what's coming to you. You know what I'm saying? And Dono made like that. He ready to come head up with Debo. You seen what Dono did to that boy Cook from Minnesota. He almost took that boy out the game. Hey, he like that now. And I can't wait for them boys to clash. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ron Dane. Shout out to Lord King. Yeah, I forgot Randy Gregory. But Randy Gregory started the football game off with an offside penalty, y'all. This man started the game with an offside. And he had like two or three outside penalties the whole game, y'all. So you giving up them free yardages. We had like 5 pre-snap penalties. Like, these are things that you can avoid. You know what I'm saying? You can avoid these things. This is not them doing nothing. Then did y'all hear Micah Parsons' interview? Man, he's the interview king of the Cowboys these days, y'all. Micah Parsons is the voice of the Cowboys. He's the voice of the people. Real talk. That's what I'm saying. Either whether that's good or bad eventually, I'm starting to realize that Micah Parsons is the voice of the people, y'all. Micah Parsons said, I feel like we beat ourselves last year. Is that not how I told y'all I felt about that game, man? I felt the same way. Coach Mars said, Landlord, we do miss KZ range, but we are bigger at free safety. Facts, Coach Mars. I said he's better at range, but he's not intimidating nobody, Mr. Coach Marv. You know that. That's a fact. He's not intimidating nobody. And in this football game, Coach Marv, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I don't act like I know every single thing about the game. But correct me if I'm wrong, this is the type of team that you would need more physicality. And that's not something that DeMonte KZ gonna offer, especially not over somebody like Donovan Wilson. We gonna need to be physical this football game. And think about it. I feel much better at this cornerback position too. Because Bland wasn't there, y'all. Bland wasn't there. You only had Trayvon Diggs and Anthony Brown. Even though Anthony Brown got an interception, I said before, I feel like they kind of picked on him a little bit. And if you think Brock Purdy finna be trying to run Bland like that, you might as well be on the lookout for Bland getting an interception. Because the one thing I see, Ayuk don't get a whole lot of separation. And Bland gonna be in his hip pocket, and Bland can actually play the football. That's a big fact. So if Mr. Brock Purdy think he just gonna be trying to run Bland, they got a rude awakening coming, I'm telling you. So last year, we didn't have to run Bland. We didn't have a cornerback alongside Trayvon Diggs with 5 interceptions. Last year, we didn't have a Dante Fowler. We didn't have a Sam Williams. We didn't have a Jonathan Hankins. It's a lot of players that we got now that's going to be big-time roles in this football game. We didn't have Israel Mukuamu playing a role like this. See, these are the things that casual people do not know. They're not aware of these things. They don't know that the Cowboys got a rookie cornerback playing like Deron Bland over there, y'all. They don't understand this. They think that we just talking with hubris for no reason, but we got real reasons why this game would be very different. Now, to be fair, they didn't have Christian McCaffrey, and that's a huge upgrade, just to be honest. But we didn't seen Christian McCaffrey before. Not with this line, to be fair, or this scheme. But I feel like Dan Quinn had a masterful game plan against Shanahan last year, y'all. It wasn't like these boys just beat us like that. These boys ain't just handle us like that last year, y'all. Like, that was an actual close game. We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot. Shout out to Matt Fries with another $5 super chat. Appreciate you, sir. He says, facts, you make my day, landlord. Keep on trapping. Hey, I appreciate that, sir. You making mine with the contributions. I really appreciate you. Satellite Sunny said, hey, chat, real quick. Is Tacky still on our team? Hey, I don't even know, sir. Like, where on earth is Mr. Tack McKinley? We signed him and just kept him on the tuck. We had him on the underground, then, y'all. Is he a secret weapon that Dan Quinn trying to pull out from under his sleeve like he did Izzy? Like, that could be possible. Like, hey, we never know. That might be a secret contributor that Dan Quinn holding close to the vest. You know Mike McCarthy don't like to tell nobody nothing, so we'll see. Maybe he do bust out here. Maybe they do give Jabril Cox some run. Maybe they do give Devin Hopper some run. Ain't no telling, bro. Dan Quinn is a poker player, y'all. I told y'all that yesterday. These people keep talking about they playing chess, but Dan Quinn playing poker. He ain't gonna let you know nothing. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be stone-faced it. Him and Mike McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't telling you nothing. So it's a lot of different variations to this football game. Like I said, for one, we are not giving them all them penalties. For two, we are definitely going to target our best players this year. Like, these things will not happen. We learned from our mistakes from last year, for sure. So I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready. And then Brock Purdy, I don't think he gonna consistently make all of those clutch tight window throws that Jimmy G was making. Like, Jimmy G ain't the greatest quarterback ever, but he's clutch. We gotta give him that, though. We gotta give him that. He's clutch, and he's been there. He's done that. He was able to you know what I'm saying, handle the moment well. We don't know about Brock Purdy in that situation. He's a rookie. Shout out to Chill Bill. He says, hey, landlord, you West Coast and Henny be speaking facts. That's why I don't even be watching that BS on TV. Straight up, sir. That's BSPN, what I refer to him to, sir. You know what I'm saying? BSPN. Do not listen to them clowns. They just be hollering and talking loud. They just want views and clicks from Cowboy Nation. But if they hating, don't give it to them. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Don't boost them up if they want to talk bad about your football team. And then a lot of the stuff, most of the things that they say be lies, y'all. That's what I don't like. Shout out to Texas Twist in the building. What's happening, sir? Coach Miles said, you right, but if San Fran gets to our free safeties a lot to make tackles. That's not good. I do need Hooker to have a big game in coverage. Coach Mob, I think you got to think. If you remember, I was one of the biggest critics about the three-headed monster. I was one of the biggest critics about us running out three safeties out there. So I had a problem with that to begin with. But I feel like since the addition of Jonathan Hankins and us playing some stout defensive line play, it didn't allow them boys to shed blocks and, get some tackles for loss. That's going to be huge, getting these boys behind the chain, in my opinion, Coach Maul. I feel like if we can get some tackles for loss in this game and get these boys behind the chain, because think about this. This is one of the things I see. These boys ain't never had no adversity, y'all. Since Purdy been on this football team, they barely had no adversity. They don't even have to play from behind. These boys that had nothing but rainbows and sunshine since this man been on the football field. But you know what we need to do? We need to get up early and put some pressure on that young man. That's what I want to see. So at last night I said I might want to give them the football first. But nah, I might want the football first. I want to go out there and score and put the pressure on the young man. These boys don't even play from behind. You know what I'm saying? They haven't had any adversity all year. So I feel like that right there, we don't even know how they'll handle it. And I don't think it's going to be handled well. That's just my opinion. Think about this. If we get up on them early and make these boys be in some throwing situations, like they've been having the luxury of having the threat of the run and the pass. Like, it ain't been too many opportunities for defenses to pin their ears back on this young man. That's just the genius of Shanahan. He knows how to mask his quarterbacks. So if we can get these boys in a deficit, let it be a 7-point, a 10-point. If we can get up onto a 10-point lead, y'all, this game is a wrap in my opinion. That's just my opinion. If we can get up on these boys and make this boy throw, keep him in the pocket, contain, pin our ears back, it is a wrap. I'm going to tell you that straight up. I don't see him doing all of this. That's just my opinion. Coach Miles said, Landlord, we have to crowd the middle. Y'all give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I appreciate y'all still rocking with me in the trap, man. I had to take a little phone call. I appreciate y'all, man. Look at my people still rocking with me. Some of them dipped out, but it's all good, man. I had to handle a phone call. Can anybody help me out and tell me where I was, man? They just threw me off my game. I think I was talking about Brock Purdy not having no adversity. You know what I'm saying? They never had any adversity the whole year. You know what I'm saying? Zero. Like, clap it up for y'all too, man. Let me give y'all flowers real quick. I've been seeing the uptick in my likes. I've been seeing the uptick in the views. I appreciate everybody. Uptick in the donations, super chats. I appreciate everything y'all doing, man. I really do. So thank y'all. Y'all know I done got over 3K. I'm almost at 330 in one day. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody for all the new people. This is what happens when you like and share the content. It help us grow this trap and get it jumping around the corner. So, thank y'all. Thank y'all. But, like I said, they never had no adversity, Kai 001. Like, they had zero adversity. This man, whole time he been starring. These boys done won 11 games in a row. So, like, when I see stuff like that, if you a logical thinker of football, bro, they are due for a loss. That's all that means. They due for a loss. And then another thing I seen, they secondary can be had too. I'm telling you, a couple of them cornerbacks was looking trash.
You trash.
Mr. Ward, them boys been getting ate up all year. They got 12 receivers that got over 90 yards on their secondary. You know what I'm saying? We can't relate to that. We can't relate to that. Shout out to Humble Hustler. Hey, that's a hard name now, sir. You know that's a trap word the name right there. That's a trap word the name right there, sir. Yeah, I was messing up. I was reading Coach Marv's statement when I left out. I think he said, okay, Landlord, we have to crowd the middle of the field and make San Francisco quarterback make passes outside the numbers. San Francisco love to attack the middle of the field. That's a fact. That's something I seen too, Coach Marv. You right about that. Most of the time they doing like these dig routes or these slant routes and these little wide receiver screens. Like they really run a simple type style, like, but they just do it in different variations and different personnel to make it mess up your matchups. Like they're not that dangerous when it comes to like vertical routes and stuff like that. They just scheme and trick you open. You know what I'm saying? They just trick you and manipulate your defense until they get some favorable matchups and then they expose them. But Brock Purdy don't do well under pressure either, Coach Miles. So I like I said, what you think about this, Coach Miles? I said this game, I don't think we should run a lot of man coverage. I feel like we should play zone. And they said last year we tried zone, but we wasn't a zone team. And they said this year we done played a whole lot more zone, so we'll be way more equipped to handle them and play zone in this situation. Because I feel like we'll get in trouble if we get to trying to chase them around, Coach Miles. What you think about that? Miss Gina L. Chase said, Landlord, can we get some fried bologna in the trap? Hey, let's get it. Trap. Hey, we got some Viennas over there and some sardines. Y'all remember them? We got some Viennas and some saltines over there, Miss Gina. You know what I'm saying? You know they got the babysitters over there and they doing a little crochet braids over there in the trend app. You know that. You know what I'm saying? One stop shop over here. Shout out to Triple D. He said, man, you get at them boy for sure. Yeah, I think we can get at them. Shout out to Sugar Daddy Williams. Shout out to William Anthony. He said, true, they rely on their front seven. Yeah, I think we can expose these boys. They secondary can be had. I'm going to tell you that right now. Both of their corners can be had. And especially if Kelly Moore take anything that resemble that game plan he did against the Bucks. If he do anything like that, I think we going to be in good shape. Sugar Daddy Williams said hot head cheese. Oh, you talking about, we got some sour meat. Who know about that sour meat in the trend out? See, y'all boy, I don't know, man. That might be some stuff that's only in Alabama for all I know. Good grief. Who know about that sour meat and some cheese and them crackers, man? I come from that. That's just where I'm from, man. You know. Hey, I'm a Southern boy. I can't even help it, y'all. I'm sorry. You know that.
It's me. I'm him. I'm not them. I'm him Jones. I'm him Duncan.
I can't even help it. Shout out to Max Fries with another $5 super chat, sir. I appreciate it. He says 49ers cornerbacks were getting beat in the first half of that Seahawks game. They were. That game didn't change until the end of the third quarter when Geno Smith got that script. Hey, Miss Gina says South meat and crackers. Hey, you know about that. You must be from that side. You must be from that side with the F in there, Miss Gina.
Them closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and don't nobody want to hear it, but it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
You must be from that side. Shout out to Judah Israel. He said, salute, King. Salute to you too, sir. What's happening? Shout out to Pedroski 84. He says, Cowboys about to mandingo them cheeks. Good grief. This man ain't playing. Good grief. I need a censor on these comments. You about to get me counseled, young man. What's going on? But, man, I think Did I do a good job summarizing to y'all how many different players and different situations we gonna bring? I think that was a decent evaluation, man, because it's a lot of differences. It's a lot of differences. It's not just one or two players, or, know what I'm saying? We got a lot of different people that they ain't seen. So I feel like if we use these people right, it's gonna be a different situation. And if Dak play like he played last week, you already know he's surgical now.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay.
You already know he's surgical. And we gotta believe. Miss Gina said, I am Tennessee born and bred. Oh, yeah, I know you know about that countryness. Shout out to Dallas Dog. He said, we about to get sturdy on Purdy. Hey, let's go. We finna get sturdy on Purdy, you understand? You know what I mean? You understand me? Finna get sturdy on Purdy, and it ain't gonna be Purdy. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, though, he is, I can see some of the hype. Because he's a little elusive in the pocket, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he handled pressure or speed well. Like, he hasn't seen the level of pressure that we finna apply on this young man. He ain't seen that. He ain't seen Michael Parsons. He ain't seen Sam Williams. He ain't seen Dante Fowler. He ain't seen a defense like Dan Quinn. He ain't seen slot corners like Izzy over here. He ain't seen ball hawks like Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs out here. He ain't seen none of this. Coach Mob says, zone, I agree, but have one problem with our zones. Our linebackers sometimes don't cover space well with speed. I would love to see Cox to match speed and under coverage. You right about that. Jabril would be a perfect person to deploy out here, but I just don't see him doing it. Ain't no telling with the way how nefarious Dan Quinn been lately. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling how nefarious he been, though. So he might bust out with something. Ain't no telling. But you right about that, Coach Ma. But I think they did a good job last week, though. I think, like, it was a lot of changes last week. I think against Brady, that second level of our defense in the linebacking core, they did a good job at covering. And I think that's probably one of the reasons he used J-Ron Curse in that area, too. Excuse me, because he got a lot of size and he got a lot of length. I think that helped him in that coverage right there, Coach Miles. Because, you know, he did get his hand on a lot of footballs. He got his hand on a lot of footballs last year, too, Coach Miles, against San Francisco. So I think J-Ron Curse in coverage and LVE, the way he was playing, LVE was playing some coverage last week. Real talk. LVE was playing some coverage last week, Coach Miles. Real talk. He was playing some coverage. He got his hands on a lot of footballs. Know what I'm saying? He probably should have had an interception. But I think our linebacking core is much better than it was last year. Like, even though I wasn't just head over heels about Anthony Barr, I believe he started playing better down the stretch. Maybe he had to get a crank start. Maybe he had to, get warmed up like an old Chevy or something. Maybe he had to get warmed up, but now I think he's up to par now. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, Dallas Dog, LVE played a great game last week. So, and that was one of his better attributes coming in. We looked at him like a coverage linebacker, too. So, they said like Urlacher. I used to be a big fan of Urlacher, but he didn't live up to that. But I feel like he can be a decent coverage linebacker. And he's been filling the gap lately, too. So, LVE, the way he played last week, he looked like he needed to be getting his contract. You know what I'm saying? I'ma just be real. And I was one of his biggest critics. So when you shut me up, I'ma give you your respect. You know what I'm saying? If you have me looking stupid, I'ma call you out. I'ma hold everybody accountable. That's just how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Max Fries with the $10 super sticker. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. We in here. But shout out to Paul Rodriguez. He says, facts, coach. Defense playing closer to the line to stop the run and make Purdy hold the ball longer and out safeties on watch and go deep balls. Like, bro, if one thing I see too, they are a bad red zone team, y'all. They ain't even good in the red zone. And we are the best red zone team in football. See, these are the differences. We are one of the top 5 sack football teams. We wasn't that last year. We still one of the top turnover teams, even though we was that last year. We've been much better, a yard better at stopping the run since Hankins been on this football team. So, it's a lot of things that we've got better at, y'all. You got to remember that. I'm telling y'all, this game will go differently. And if we can get Brock Purdy in some throwing situations, 3rd and longs, not 3rd and 4, not 3rd and 3. We need him at 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, and some almost for sure passing situations. I feel like we going to win this game, and it might be a handling win. You know what I'm saying? It might be ugly. I'm going to just be real with y'all. And I got respect for this team. They don't have it for us, though. That's what makes me mad. Dang, man, I appreciate Matt Fries. You going crazy, sir. I really appreciate that. He gave me another $20 super sticker, man. Hey, you the MVP of the trend now. You the sponsor of the week. You know what I'm saying? Your efforts are greatly appreciated, sir. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to give him Trap of the Year 4 times in a row. You gotta believe it. Hey, he making it flip, ain't it, y'all? Shout out to Lord Juno. 49ers said they could have blown us out last year game. They couldn't with 14 penalties. Hey, they couldn't win. They couldn't blow us out with 14 penalties and a turnover in the red zone. They got the ball at the 25. Debo got 1 carry and ran a touchdown. That was 7 of 8 points right there, y'all. Like, this what I'm telling you. This team didn't even ball out on us last year for real. Like, our offense kept getting all these hiccups. We couldn't get going. That's what the problem was. The defense played outstanding, honestly. When you think about this Kyle Shanahan offense, like, to hold them to 23 points, that was a great job. And we gave them a turnover. See, what if we don't get them a turnover? What if we don't get them like 100 yards and worth of penalties? What if we do target our number 1 receiver in CeeDee Lamb? What if we do target Don Schultz in the first half instead of all the way in the second and the third quarter? Then y'all forget we had Blake Jarwin out there, y'all. And Blake Jarwin was kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now we have Jake Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? Now we got Peyton Hendershot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different people on this football team that's capable. That people ain't thinking about. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about it. They just looking at this as, oh, y'all the Cowboys. That's why I think they finna fail it. Because they still looking at us as this joke team, this joke franchise. And none of the narratives that they living off in their head has nothing to do with what's on this football field. Straight up. Top Montana in the building. What's happening, sir? What's happening to Michael Lockhart? He said Tacky is out. They moved Cox and Harper up. Oh, they put Tack McKinley on the practice squad now? Maybe. Yeah, he might be able to come up next week or something. I don't know. Have we elevated him this year? I don't even really know right now, y'all. Y'all forgive me. Shout out to William Anthony. He said, we can't let Purdy get into a rhythm. Keep him under pressure. We will have him under pressure, y'all. I feel like we need to keep him in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Keep him in the pocket. He want to extend the play. He want to roll out. You know, that's one thing people don't realize. Like, when a player rolling out and stay, you know, doing all of these extended plays, that open up the throwing lanes. That put a lot of stress on your secondary. So that's what make it easier to get out of them completions and stuff, y'all. So if you keep him in the pocket, I think him and his escapability and all of that stuff, I feel like that's his best attributes. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy. I feel like if you keep him in the pocket and have some consistent pressure, especially from the middle, if they send Micah through the A-gap, sir. Man. And then did y'all see something? Like I told you, he got some freestyle in his blood. I feel like that's a bad combination. When you got a young, happy feet quarterback, because he stay doing that. You got a young, happy feet quarterback who probably got a little too much confidence in his arm and what he can do. That's a bad combination. That's a recipe for disaster going up against a ball-hawking defense like our Cowboys. That's a promise. Real talk. Real talk. D-Law had made a bunch of nice plays in the run game last year in that San Francisco game. What's happening to Jay Word in the building? Shout out to Matt Fries with another $5 super chat. He said, Landlord is a great guy. I love helping him out. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, sir. Real talk. This man need a gold medal. We need to get this man a gold medal. You the real MVP, like Kevin Durant said. You the real MVP, sir. Hoodlum in the building. He says, like, why he beat me while watching her. I don't know what you talking about, sir. Good grief. I don't know what you got going on. Lord Juno Purdy kind of plays like Romo, so you know he's going to give us some gifts. I said the same exact thing. He got a lot of Romo in his blood. He got a lot of Heineke, a lot of Fitz Tragic in his blood. I see it. See, he one of them players that uses athleticism. I think he a little too cocky in it. He hasn't had his welcome to the NFL moment either, y'all. This man has had zero hardships. Like, he has zero hardships. This man ain't did nothing. He has not went through anything challenging. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been all wonderful for Mr. Brock Purdy. That's why I feel like us getting up early in this football game is critical. So, at first, I wanted to kick the ball to him and put the pressure on him. But I feel like we might need to get the ball first and go score and then put the pressure on him. Like, yeah, you playing behind now, sir. So let's see how you operate while you losing. Shout out to Scotty Kelly in the building. What's happening? Jenny L. Chase says, Landlord told us earlier this week that Purdy plays a lot like Romo. Straight up, facts. I said the same exact thing. He got a lot of little Romo in his blood. Like, he ain't as good a passer as Romo, but when it comes to improvising and stuff on the fly, freestyle, backyard type football, he's one of those type of quarterbacks. And I told you, in my opinion, I feel like when it comes to quarterbacks, when it comes to all of that freestyle and freelance and stuff, you either gonna be like extremely great or extremely tragic, in my opinion. I feel like it's not many in between. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either gonna be great or bad. And I feel like we gonna see what he really made of this time around because he hasn't seen a defense like ours. Shout out to Matt Fries with another $5 super chat, sir. I appreciate you. He said, enjoying the screen, looking forward to your screens. I appreciate you. The love, Landlord chat. Absolutely, sir. We appreciate you over here in the trap. We really do. We really do. Satellite Sonny says, and he probably don't believe Micah is as fast as he is. He finna go around and find out. Hey, he finna find out today, sir. See, he hasn't played this level of athlete. This is finna be literally the best defense this man has seen in his life. You think they had a defense like this at Iowa State? You think they had a defense like this in Iowa State, y'all? No, sir. So, now let's see this too, because this number one defense. Let's see if this number one defense seen anything close to us. Shout out to 100 people being in the building rocking with me. Shout out to y'all, man. Give it up to y'all. Thank you. Make sure you hit that like for the squad. It will not charge your card. That's a promise. We appreciate you in the turnout. We really do. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at their schedule because I want to see, like I said, I like doing research on the fly. Let's see, have they played any offenses that's like our caliber? Because we know we top 5 in every single offensive category. You know what I'm saying? Like, we one of them like that. We him, we him Jones.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
We him Duncan over here. Shout out to Jonathan Davis with a $5 super chat. He said, it's easy to look good when you never played a top 5 defense. Absolutely, sir. That's a big fact right there. Them big facts. Okay, now we're going to look at the offenses and the defense. So I'm glad you said that. Okay, they first game was against the Bears, and they lost that. So, we don't know nothing about losing to the Bears. We can't relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we know the Bears don't have a defense. This is before Purdy, though. This is before Purdy. I think Purdy played like the last 5 games, if I'm not mistaken. So, but we just gonna do the whole team because, the quarterback position with Kyle Shanahan is interchangeable. Like, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is for real. So that's the only reason I'm not just being real disrespectful to Brock Purdy. Like, that's the only reason I'm not coming to him with all due disrespect. That's the only reason. Because his coach, Kyle Shanahan, is a mad scientist. That's the only reason he got my respect right now. So you can't just say he's a rookie quarterback. He's a rookie quarterback with a great schemer, with a great player who can mask all his flaws. So that's the only reason he get a little respect on my end. Shout out to Dwayne Brown with a $5 super sticker. Thank you, sir. So, okay, the Bears, they played the Seahawks. Neither one of those offenses or defenses is scaring me. They lost to the Bears. They lost to the Broncos, like 11-10. Then they beat the Rams. The Rams got an actual good defense, but they scored 24 points. And that wasn't with Brock Purdy. That was with, let me see. That was with Garoppolo. So that don't even apply really. Okay, they beat the Panthers. And the Panthers defense is terrible. Like, who is the guys, man? Shout out to Max Fries with another $5 super chat. He said, no, he's never faced a defense like us. I'm from Iowa too. You're the best, Landlord. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I really do. Teflon Breeze says, so let me get this straight. Niners fans can be cocky as they want, but we supposed to be humble. I'm glad Landlord don't think like that. Absolutely, sir. I get sick of it. Because we try to be real and give some real football analysis, but they just come in here talking buffoonery and all of this crazy nonsense. So at times you just got to match that energy. You know what I'm saying? If they want to be cocky, swole-chested with all of this hubris, we got to give it to them too. We got to match that energy. I hope the whole football team take on this same energy. It just be getting me stirred up, man. Don't do me like that now. Don't do me like that, Teflon. Hey, I get on a rant real quick, but I really feel like that. The way I would describe a 49ers fan is a swole-chested hubris type person, man. They got a whole lot of hubris over there. Shout out to King Brown over there in the bit. What's happening, sir? But yeah, man, they beat the 49ers. I mean, they beat the Panthers. They beat the Falcons. No, the Falcons beat them 28-14. But let me see. I'm going to go down to none of these defenses is nowhere near our level right now. None of these defenses. So not even just with Brock Purdy. Kyle Shanahan ain't coached against a defense like ours this year. You know what I'm saying? The best defense I see so far is maybe the Chiefs and maybe the Rams. The Chargers, they good, but I think they've been dealing with injuries. So, I guess we can count that. The Saints defense is okay, but they're not like us. The Bucs defense is okay, but they're not like us. Washington got a real defense. I give them that. Let me see, was that Purdy? That was Purdy. He beat Washington. That's a real defense, y'all. What y'all think? I give Washington their respect. Washington is a decent defense. Their defensive line go hard. Coach Miles said, Landlord, we must take Kittles out the game. Debo and McCarthy will get their touches because of the run game, but have to stop Kittle catches. Yeah, I think J-Run kind of locked them up last year, Mr. Coach Miles. Real talk. Even though J-Run a little hobbled, though. J-Run dealing with a little injury. Like, I think he messed up his knee a little bit, but I like Izzy too. And you seen they had Marquise Bell activated last week, Dan Quinn might be up to some nefarious things, Coach Marv. We don't know. He pulling out stuff from out of nowhere as of late. It might be just some playoff type vibes. Shout out to Marcus Hardison and Jay from SoCal in the building. What's happening? Shout out to Pedroski 84 with the $5 super chat. I told y'all my eyes ain't the greatest in the world no more. He said, to be a ninja, you must move in silence. To be the reaper, you must make everyone silent. Bodies everywhere. DC folk. Yeah, man, he cutting up. He cutting up. That man said, about as far as the eye can see. Good grief. I don't know if y'all caught that freestyle yesterday I did, man. That was part of my flow, though. I said, hey, you try me, it'll be about as far as the eye can see. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that, though. You understand? But, yeah, man, that was some bars right there, man. Shout out to you. I like that. Hoodlum says, they don't have a quarterback that can score back-to-back. Straight up. I don't think this man going to be able to make all of those clutch throws that Jimmy G was making. I just don't think so. But let me go and finish with this schedule. So I'll say the Rams is a decent defense and the Commanders a decent defense. But none of these guys are nowhere near us, though. None of these guys are nowhere near our defense. So Shanahan ain't seen nothing even similar to our style of defense or our challenges that we gonna present to these boys. Nowhere near. But these boys talking about they the number one defense. So let's see the offenses that they got. Okay, the Bears offense, we seen them. They actually put up some points on us, though, like, just to be fair. Shout out to Max Fry with the $2 super chat. He says, I respect the Niners, but I don't fear them. You should never fear them. Straight up. Max Fries with another $2 super chat. He says, I can't wait for the boys to shut up the 49ers haters. Absolutely. These boys be getting me lit on everything. I can't wait to get hold to these boys. I cannot wait till Sunday. Can't wait. But okay, do y'all think the Bears offense is messing with us? No. Do y'all think the Seahawks offense is messing with us? No. Do y'all think the Broncos offense is even close to us? Absolutely not. Do y'all think the Rams offense is messing with us this year? No. Do y'all think the Panthers offense is anywhere close to us this year? No. Do y'all think the Falcons offense is anywhere? Like, this is for real, y'all. I know this is the regular season, but okay, the offenses that I'm naming, let me know if they even in our atmosphere, y'all. Like, that's what I'm saying. Let me know if these offenses even anywhere close to what we got. And these people talking about they got this resume talking about they the number one defense. They the number one defense with this resume. Okay, the best offense they played was the Chiefs. And you know what happened now? The Chiefs blew these boys. They blew the doors off these boys 44-23 and blowed them out the park. So the real offense that you play, y'all got blew out. The Chiefs is the only thing close to us, and we number one, by the way. When y'all play the real offense, y'all got destroyed. Okay, now you play the Rams again. The Rams just went right this year, just to be real. We played the Rams when they actually thought they was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we played them early. We played them when they still felt like they won the Super Bowl. Okay, the Chargers offense is good. Shout out to Matt Fry with another $5 super sticker, sir. I appreciate you. But the Chargers is actually good offense, though. But I think they've been dealing with injuries. I don't even know if they had their second receiver in this game. Let's see. Because they've been dealing with injuries. The Williams guy ain't been playing all year, so I don't know. We'll have to evaluate that one, but they are a good offense. So they played them, but they ain't like us, though. That's my opinion. They ain't like us, though. Okay, then you got the Cardinals. We know they offense ain't been nothing this year. They ain't nothing like us. The Saints ain't nothing like us. Now, Miami is a good offense. I give them that one. I give them Miami. Miami's a good offense, but what's Tua there? See, you got to actually have context. Yeah, Tua was there. Okay, Tua was there. They beat Miami with Tua. Okay, that's a nice win. I give y'all that one. You know, I'm fair. I'm fair now. I ain't just up here just talking to be talking now. I'm fair. That's a decent win right there. Miami offense, you know, I'll take their receivers over ours. Tua ain't like Dak. I love Tua because, you know, that's my Bama guy, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he like Dak. But they wide receivers are better than ours, like, if we just gonna be honest. So they did play them pretty well, though. I give them that one. The Bucks, we just talked about the Bucks. They offense just been broken all year. Seahawks, they put up points, but they ain't nothing like us. The Commanders put up 20 on them, and we know they quarterback terrible, you know what I'm saying? And the Raiders took them boys to the wire and put up 34 points on them a couple of weeks ago. Like, this is recent history. Just like everybody try to stay on that loss we took to the Commanders, they try to forget that these boys just struggled with a rookie quarterback a young quarterback in Stidham, you know what I'm saying? From Auburn, from all places, you know what I'm saying? But Stidham ate them boys up, man. Stidham had a great game against them boys. Like, they put up 34 points. They almost beat them. I was watching that football game. Because, I'm from Alabama. Stidham an Auburn guy. We kind of wanted to see what he had going on. Stidham had 2 interceptions, though, but he went 23 for 34, 365 yards and 3 touchdowns. You mean to tell me Dak can't emulate that, sir? Do you know who he is?
But this the year Dakota, Rain, Prescott win us the Super Bowl. It's been too motherfucking long.
Facts.
We are America's team. The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
Then they played the Cardinals again. These boys probably in the worst division ever. You know what I'm saying? They might. What's the worst division in football, y'all? Let me know. Because the Cardinals was terrible this year. The Seahawks was okay. They was okay. And then, who else? The Rams was terrible this year. They division wasn't even hitting like that. So that's why I feel like they haven't been battle tested like our Cowboys have, y'all. This football team hasn't been through the trials and tribulations that we have been through. You know what I'm saying? They lost their quarterback. We lost ours too. You know what I'm saying? We can match it with that. But y'all division ain't been nowhere near like our division. If you ain't seen, you might want to adjust your TV, but this whole NFC playoffs is from the NFC East. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Seahawks, that's in their division. That's a decent team, but we all know the Seahawks ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? But our division has been a good test for us all year. Look at what the Giants just did. Look at what the Eagles are, the number 1 seed. We've been going through a way tougher schedule just in our division. Not to mention the other people that we done played. Not to mention to the fact that we got 5 wins against teams with double-digit wins. That's the most in the NFL. Like, nobody else is even close to that. Like, the next team got 3. They got 3 wins against teams with double-digit wins. The Cowboys got 5. So you mean to tell me we don't demand our respect this year? What's going on? These people look at all of these fake narratives that BSPN throw out there. That be what they fueled off of, but that ain't really tangible. That's not real. Y'all boys ain't going off of what's really on the field. The game is played on the field, not in your head, not on TV. You know what I'm saying? It's not the narratives that you hear from Shady McCoy and Acho and all of these goofy people, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Them people ain't gonna help you when you get close to this buzzsaw that's coming for you. Y'all boys in trouble. And it's a big advantage when it comes to this quarterback situation. Man, I seen Skip Bayless talking about that gonna outplay Purdy, man. Thanks a lot, Captain Obvious. We don't need you to say nothing like that. That's actually disrespectful. So we would rather you just hush, sir. Be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Just hush. Like, that's disrespectful. Don't even compare that. Dak ain't never had a bad playoff game in his life. You know what I'm saying? So put some respect on young Ryan Dakota. Now, he probably could have played a little better against San Francisco last year, but I think that play calling did him no favors, 0 favors. You know what I'm saying? We got 114 people in the building, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, pulling up, stopping by. Make sure y'all hit that like for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let your boy get to 100 likes today. We trapping on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no credit on no darn Friday. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? It can be 4, 5 haters in the building. Let your boy get to 100. Let's get it. Okay. Keith Shepard said pressure make diamonds. You right about that, sir. Let's go. Big Flock says AFC and NFC South both had all losing records. Teams Jags 9-8, Bucks 8-9. Straight up. They barely got in. You know what I'm saying? They would have been outside the club. You know what I'm saying? And look at the road we went through. We got 12 wins and we couldn't even win our division. That's how hardcore our division was. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I can't stand the Eagles. I really don't hate the Giants no more because we just been beating up on them so bad lately. I just don't hate the Giants. And I don't really just hate the Redskins, the Commanders. I don't really just hate them no more because they fans ain't bickering all in our ear all day. So to be honest, I'm kind of proud of my division this year. I'm proud of my division this year, y'all. Shout out to my people, man. Shout out to these boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought the NFC East was gonna be like this. So we gotta give them some props, y'all. We got to get the NFC East some props. Nobody seen our division being the last one standing like this. Nobody seen that. Who would have thunk it? You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that we can say that. We in the best division in football, y'all. Straight up. Shout out to the Trend app. You already know. But man. I'm gonna have to wrap this thing on up in a minute. My computer wanna act like it's messing up, but you know, we got it, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through, pulling up, stopping by in the Trend app. Y'all, I appreciate everybody, all the love and support. Hit that like and share button for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. You know they hate us because they ain't us. Let's get it. Y'all, thanks for coming through, pulling up, stopping by in the Trend app. Them haters want to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every test. Let's go.
And this is greatness defined.
Let's
every
go.
line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And
Let's
every
go.
song, man, I swear, just get better with time.
No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine.
I don't know
Let's
why they
go.
so obsessed with mine.
I'm all they think about.
Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn.
Hit that like for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go.
Like KD. I know my time coming. I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that I'm play for me, Lord.
Hey,
Help me with my
Keith
egotistical
Shepard says,
ways,
my
but I'm
mama was
amazed
born
how
in
they
Dothan,
displace
Alabama.
us
Man, you
miserable.
my
I never
cousin.
paid attention to what
Let's
most
get it.
to say. They words are unemployed like prepositional phrase. They wanna
Let's
see
get
me
it.
crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze.
But yeah, I rise like the Phoenix. Show these people I'm great. And I know these haters can't stand me.
We'll take a seat.
Shout out
I
to
do
the
it
buzzer
for the
beat in the
family.
building.
So, bring the block to the Grammys.
Appreciate that
And if you
$2
try to
super
stop me,
sticker
you
match
need a
ride.
plan
Let's
B.
go.
Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Gotta see you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the great young poet, got flow flowing, it's mind blowing.
Let's go.
I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning.
Yeah.
For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans want it. The hot topic. you
Let's
try to
go,
copy,
Buzz
that's
Beat.
hard
I'm rocking
stopping.
with
I'm a
you, sir.
giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic.
Let's get it.
I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet.
Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping.
I'm from the bottom,
Let's
assembled
go.
by the avenue, so I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude.
Appreciate y'all,
And then my
man. I
attitude
really
is
do.
similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool. I
Let
got
your boy
different
get
levels
that
of
100
talent,
likes.
too.
You
I
know,
am the truth.
I ask
They
nicely.
know that I
You
kill
know
it.
what
These
I'm
are
saying?
God level
Please.
lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic.
I
to
said
the real
please. You
spirit
know what I'm
like it
saying?
came from
Pretty
ancient
please.
Kemet. Ain't
You know what
nobody
I'm saying?
with me.
I'm the greatest.
Yeah, I
Let's
know
get
these
it.
haters can't stand me. We'll take a seat.
I do it for the family.
So bring the block to the Grammys. And if you try to stop me,
You need a plan B, yeah.
I just do it for the real.
If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel.
To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals.
Let the dollars see you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the greatest. Y'all already know what it is, man. I go by Landlord from Alabama. Your plug for everything about America's team, a.k.a. Mr. Nefarious. You understand me? But, man, I appreciate all the love and support. Please hit that like and share button for the squad. It will not charge a card, regardless of what you believe. But you know what I'm saying? You already know how we go in the trap. Let's get it.
Trap, 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 trap.
And like I say, 1K, one love.